Hello, listeners, and welcome to Youth Ventures podcast, PDX Business Spotlight. Welcome back to this episode of PDX Business Spotlight. Today, we are so excited to spotlight Felecia Graham, who is the founder and owner of Essence of a Goddess, LLC. So, Felecia, can you please give an overview of who you are, what your business is about, and how you got started?
Yes, I can do that. Hi, Essence of a Goddess was started last year, so I'm a year old. I actually am a doula, which is a birth worker who helps people with pregnancy and throughout their pregnancy and postpartum after their pregnancy. And I would make products. So I would make products for my clients. And once the pandemic hit, I couldn't see people actually do my doula work. So I kind of split my product into a business of its own. And so I make luxury spa products for the whole family, but most of them are geared towards pregnant women or birthing folks, people who don't go by genders. Mm-hmm. And I make body butters, soaps, teas, blends, soaks, bath salts, and more. Also, I have a men's line. I do body butters for men, soaps for men, beard butters, beard oils. I have the pregnancy line, which I do tummy butters, tummy oils, different postpartum, aftercare, herbal soaks, and yoni steams. Mm-hmm. And so that's pretty much what I do. So I basically just like to make organic, handmade wellness body products for the whole family, from mom, dad, kids, baby.
Wow, it's really amazing how you have such a huge variety and even for every member of the family. So that is so amazing.
Thank you.
So Felecia, who or what inspired you to start this business?
Mainly my moms that I serve here in Portland, Oregon. After becoming a doula, I wanted to start making organic, natural, holistic products. Mm-hmm. for them, and then it ended up being just for everybody. And I actually joined this body crafting Facebook group over a year ago, and I was just watching people talk about this natural products and stuff that's non-toxic, and I've been transitioning into going vegan, and so I was I'm gonna try to make holistic vegan products for everybody. Mm-hmm. And that's organic. And I know a lot of people like to go Bath and Body Works, and a lot of those products and stuff are toxic for your body, the chemicals, the fragrance and stuff. And so I decided to go in to do something more natural, and I sync everything with essential oils. And I infuse all my oils and butters with flowers and different herbs that will help heal the body organically and naturally.
Wow.
So that's how I got started, and what inspired that was just people having just natural body products that's non-toxic to them.
Wow, that sounds so amazing. I really love how you kind of address this problem you saw looking at companies like Bath and Body Works and seeing that they're using these non-toxic or toxic substances, and I love how you addressed that issue and started using these natural fragrances like flowers and essential oils to make it more healthier for our body.
Oh, yes. And a lot of people don't know, our bodies really are huge organs. So whatever we put on our skin, it absorbs. And so, a lot of people don't understand that the more stuff you put on that's toxic, that's all going into your body. And so, it's just skin problems, different things, even stuff that you eat, you have to be very aware of, because a lot of stuff is toxic and can make you sick, and it's not really healthy for you. And so I'm trying to provide different products to prevent that and to help people realize that you can still have really nice scents of body lotions and butters and oils with just natural fragrances. And natural meaning like essential oils, because a lot of fragrances don't tell you what's actually in them. You never know. They just say fragrance. And most of it means just chemicals that you don't even know what's going in. And most of it's toxic. So I like to just make sure that people understand, like, everything's organic, everything's natural, handmade, and made with them in mind.
Wow. And Felecia, how has being a person of color and being a BIPOC-owned business, how has that affected your business?
To be honest, it affected like my business a little bit more because I'm like a culturally specific doula, and so now like with all the pandemic stuff, a lot of people are doing like the BIPOC groups and like fairs and different vendor events. So that has like actually boosted me being known here in Oregon. So it actually, being of color within the last few years have like boosted my business. And so it's actually been kind of nice.
Wow, that sounds great. And Felecia, I've interviewed a lot of businesses, and I've learned that the pandemic has affected businesses in such a negative way, causing them to shut their doors or have huge losses. But it's also provided an amazing opportunity to start new ventures and to actually get a boost in business. And I thought it was a little interesting because you mentioned how it has been a year since you started your business. So I believe you started it probably when the pandemic hit, or like a little bit after.
Like a little bit right after.
So I was actually curious how the pandemic has affected your business, if you've had more positive or negative impact.
Like I didn't know what I was going to do because I just started my doula business and went full force into it. And then all of a sudden I couldn't even touch anybody, be by anybody, go to the hospitals, like everything shut down. And I'm like a caregiver at heart. So I like to be around people. I like to socialize. And so me not being able to go and talk to people and do what I love to do, I decided to like find another passion so I can still help the people that I'm trying to serve, and even more by creating something that, since you can't really go out and do something, just know that I'm keeping myself safe. I'm at home making products for people that are safe, and then I can like reach them even though we're in the pandemic, because everything kind of went online. And so I had to figure out how to still like work, but have a business that's more towards online. And so I was like, well, I love making products for people, so maybe I can turn that into something. And it was really hard at first because I didn't know what I was going to do, what I was doing, how this was going to happen. And I finally just like kind of like sat down. And I did go to, I don't know if you guys heard of MISO. It's here in Oregon. It's like a small business. They help small businesses. And they have classes. And so I took their business class for doula business. And so I applied all this learning and knowledge that I learned from that session and applied it to this business. And it's been flourishing ever since. Wow. It's going to get bigger from here. And so it was really scary because I didn't know how it was going to turn out because of the pandemic, but it actually turned out really good. So it affected me in a different way, but not really negative. It actually pushed me out of my comfort zone and made me stronger. And now I'm here.
Wow, it's really great how you were able to follow your passions, and even though the pandemic kind of snatched that away from you in a way, you were still able to overcome that and like still follow your dreams and follow your passions in a unique way and open up your business.
Yes.
And Felecia, what advice do you have for young entrepreneurs, especially young entrepreneurs of color? And what are some experiences you could talk about that might motivate or inspire them?
Take the risk. Like, it seems scary, and you never know what's going to happen when you start any job or your own job. Your own business. And it is scary, but take the risk and just go for it. And whatever happens, you learn from it, and you process it, and you move on. And if it doesn't work, or if it fails, like, pick yourself up and try again. It's really trial and error when it comes to starting your own business.
Mm-hmm.
And I've started plenty of business. I've done pyramid scheme businesses, thinking that I can like sell products and stuff, and gotta get like other team members on your, like, some of those are cool, but also very hard because you have to build teams, and sometimes it's harder that way. But learning from that and just like applying that kind of like experience that I learned I don't want to do to what I'm trying to do for myself. And like I said, it's trial and error. So no one's perfect. Nothing's perfect. Don't be too hard on yourself. But always start over again. Never too late. And just be your authentic self in everything that you do. Be positive. And yeah.
Wow.
That's it. Like, that's what I've been doing. I've been like manifesting. I've been talking to people. I've been getting mentored by, like I said, like in the Facebook groups, I'll find stuff that's within my niche, and I see what other people are doing and ask questions. Like, no question is dumb. Like, just ask questions. Find someone that's doing something that you want to do. Reach out to them. Ask questions. See if they will like help you. And it's also like you can do YouTube videos, tutorials, different things, just to learn about a lot of stuff in this world. So yeah, it's pretty easy to start your own business once you collected the tools to do so.
Thank you for that, Felecia. That was definitely really great advice for all the young entrepreneurs out there listening to the podcast. And Felecia, could you please go over just like the process of how you make your products?
Yes. So I have a lot of different products. The first products I started off with was body butters. I made body butters with different oils and butters. I don't use any water in my products except for my hair products. Some of my hair products. But most of them don't expire because they don't have any water in them. So I use all organic. Everything's organic. At first I started ordering stuff from Amazon, and then I found a local spot here in it's called Shea and Company. It's here in Portland. Well, kind of like a Happy Valley, Clackamas area, where they have like essential oils, butters, everything to make candles, body products, cosmetics, everything. So I started in my kitchen, bought like double boilers and glass beakers and cups and measuring cups, and usually I started formulating products I make. So for a basic, I will get the recipe for like a basic body butter. You pick a butter. You can pick like shea butter, mango butter, cocoa butter, coconut oil for like bases, and mango butter. I don't know if I said mango butter. I use like a mixture of different butters. And then you start with oils. I usually melt the butters down, and I usually add the oils to them. And then once I melt all of that down, I let it cool down. So like I mix everything up and stir it. I put it in the refrigerator, let it sit for like about an hour or so, and then I use a hand mixer and I just mix it all together to make it a whipped body butter. You don't have to whip them, but it makes them extra fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I add my essential oils at the end while I'm mixing with the hand mixer. And then I scoop everything into jars, and then I print off my own labels. I have like a Dymo thermal printer. I print off my own labels. I make my for like the products and ingredients and stuff. And I order my actual top labels from Label RS Label NS.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. One of those two. And then after I got the labels and stuff, I packaged them up and I shipped them out.
Wow.
That's how my body butters go. But I have, like I said, I have other products too. So
perfect. And Felecia, what are some recommendations that you would give for our listeners who want to try out like some products from your store? So, like, what would you recommend them to try first?
I recommend them to try the body butters. They're really nice. Like I said, everything's organic, and I know it's not a lot of people that make body butters. They probably don't use as much oils and butters that I do. Usually, like maybe one or two. But I use a mixture of different oils and butters to make sure that whatever you're gonna like use is gonna like not be too greasy or oily, and absorb and actually heal. So it helps heal scars and anything, and like try to help fade away like marks and pigmentations and stuff. And I'm always trying out and making new products just to see to see if people will like them. I also do customized work too. So, but to really be honest, like body butters, like it's about to be winter, so winter is coming. So yeah, just be prepared. I also have a lot of people here in Oregon do have like eczema. So I do have like eczema salves and oils that are really great. I got a really great feedback from my body butters and my eczema salves and oils.
Wow, so, that sounds great.
So
and Felecia, how can people support your business?
Well, I do pop-ups, and I also have an Etsy shop. So I have an Etsy shop that you can check out right now. I will be putting up a regular site in a little bit. I'm still working on it, but for now, everything's on Etsy. So you can go to www.etsy.com/shop/Essence of a Goddess LLC, and you will find me under there. Or you can follow me on Instagram at Essence of a Goddess LLC. And I actually do I'll tell people when I'm doing pop-ups and where I would be at, so they can come and check me out, check out the products and stuff and new stuff that I have. And they can follow me on Facebook, Essence of a Goddess. And I have a little Facebook VIP group too, if people want to go in there. I'm about to revamp that actually and start doing like little mini classes on how to make soaps and body butters and like formulas and stuff to make different products. And also if people want to learn about more of the essential oils that I use and what they're like, what's the benefits of them and the different oils and stuff, I'll be putting all that on there. So, so yeah, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Etsy, and check me out.
And listeners, we will definitely be linking Felecia's Etsy shop and her Instagram, Facebook page. And whenever she updates to a new website, we will also be updating that link. And you can check that out in the podcast description box of wherever you're listening. So be sure to check them out and go follow, like, subscribe, everything. And buy from them on their Etsy shop too. And Felecia, are there any special projects or any upcoming products or anything else that you would like to plug?
Yes, I've been putting on, so if anyone, I told you like I'm a doula, so if anyone is wanting to learn more about what a doula is and what they do, if they have, someone that's pregnant or anything, I am actually doing a Black Birth Matters project, and I am doing like support groups for pregnancy and postpartum moms and families. It's open up to moms and like other birthing folks. So it is culturally specific. So if you're Black, it's open up to you. I'm not just a doula of just Black people. So you can, if anyone more of the BIPOC community, but I'm open to being a doula and helping and getting products and customizing stuff for people of all color. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want more information on doula stuff, you can check out Genesis Afrocentric Wellness House online. And yeah.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Felecia, for joining us on this episode of our podcast. It was an honor to talk to you and share your story. Did you have any last words or anything else that you wanted to say?
No, I just want to thank you for having me on your podcast. And this was I'm very grateful for you guys, and thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much. And that's it from PDX Business Spotlight, and be sure to join us in the next episode. Thank you for listening to PDX Business Spotlight by Youth